the Hyatt, which is not our original place for training. But because we got here, today is February 26th, training starts February 28th, so we got here a whole 2 days before. So they have put us in this temporary hotel in Denver, and training will be in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So we are in Denver, Colorado, and right now, um, me and one other person, as of right now, they lost our luggage. So we were at the hotel, I mean at the airport, waiting for them to come out of one of the two carousels that they said our luggage would be coming out of, and then that's when we just decided to just put a claim in, and that's that. We just left. So we have one of our big luggages. Don't have the other one, but this is why they told us to put one of our main outfits in our carry on, which I did. I'm glad I did. So that way on day one, I can show up prepared and looking how I'm supposed to. Yay me. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it as of right now. I don't know if I already said that my roommate has not gotten here. It's just going to be a temporary roommate here and then a completely different roommate in Wyoming. I believe so. I don't think we're gonna have the same people. So we did have some people who had another flight. They had to go to Atlanta first for 4 hours, and then they came here. So they actually just landed, and I'm pretty sure my roommate is gonna be in that on that flight. So I want to get into the restroom and um, kind of get cleaned up before she gets here, just so I can get that going, and so that way I can lay down because it's midnight here, which means it's 2 a.m. on the East Coast, and I'm ready to lay down. So that is it for not day one of training, but just the beginning of how training is going. I want to explain why I look all types of crazy. For one, I realized that my makeup bag is, guess where? I don't know. It's in that other bag, okay? It's in that other bag. So I was like, you know what? I'm a thug this little concealer out. And then I got in the shower, was having a hard time turning it off for whatever reason. And I guess I stepped too close to the shower head when I turned it back on because it was like still dripping. Water went all in my face. So now I'm trying to pat this dry. So this looks a mess now. It looks a mess. And I'm just trying not to lose it. That's what's going on in my mind. I'm just trying to not lose it. Um, that's that. Also, it's currently about 1:20 something in the morning. My roommate for this hotel is not here yet, and I don't think that other flight should have been coming in that late, as far as I know. Because you had some people who just knew all the information about all the other flights and whoop de whoop, whatever. Um, the other flight that I told y'all earlier that went to Atlanta, they should have been coming in right after us. They said, they were like, yeah, we saw them getting their bags. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was looking for my own bag. I wasn't paying attention that those were some of our people. So, unless they ran into an issue too, unless they had some type of problem at the airport that's holding her up. But yeah, so I'm trying to kind of like wait up a little bit just to like say hi before I close my eyes at least. I said I was gonna wait till 2 o'clock, and after that I'm going to bed. So she got about another 30 minutes or so. Um, and it's so funny how your mind plays tricks on you because when I was in the shower, I thought I heard something out here. Like I legit thought I heard music out here. Call me crazy, But I was like, oh, okay. She came in, got comfortable, started playing some music. Y'all, I got out here. It wasn't nobody out here. But that's how it be. When you in the shower, you sound like somebody else in your house. Same thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna just try to see how this is going. Hopefully, I get my bag tomorrow because me and one other lady were the only two that this happened to. So that's that. I will update y'all tomorrow and let y'all know how that all went out, planned out, and whatever. Because as of right now, I'm glad I got my emotional support sweatshirt. I would have been more devastated if this got lost. Anyway, luckily I have the outfit that I wore here and the outfit that I'm supposed to be wearing on the first day of training, which is the super corporate black and white outfit. Those are the two only business outfits I have. I did not think to put some business clothes in one suitcase and have it like half and half. I just put all business stuff in one suitcase, all of normal clothes in the other one because I've never ran into them in my whole entire life of flying. Never had this issue. Not one time. Not one time have I ever had this issue that a bag was lost. So that's why I felt super confident in putting my makeup in one bag, putting my business clothes in one bag, and not separating two. So what can I do? Nothing. Nothing is in my hands, and yeah. So I'm about to eat on this popcorn. Wait until 2 o'clock. That's it. Okay, so bear with me with this because I have to use Instagram for vlogging because my speaker on my regular phone acts weird now. It sounds like I'm underwater, but it works fine with Instagram. So I say, you know what? We might as well pop a filter on there just cause why not? So I just got back in from lunch. Today was a really good day. This was second day. Everybody's energy was much different. Yesterday I feel like everybody was just overwhelmed. There was a lot going on. Today was a little bit more organized, just a tad bit more. And again, everybody's energies was pretty high. So I did get my bag. Got my bag. I'm so excited. They called me yesterday. The driver actually called and said, hey, I'm about 30 minutes away. First, the airport called. Then the driver called and said he was 30 to an hour away. So by the time I got done with my dinner, I walked up to the front desk and there he was. I looked down and saw my pretty pink bag and I was so excited. I like lit up. Like a kid in a candy store lit up because I was just that excited about having my bag and just relieved. Having a bag lost when you are in training and that bag had your business clothes in it, y'all, just imagine that feeling. That's how I felt. So today we tried on our uniforms and now we need to place our order so that way we can start wearing our uniforms while we're here and that way we can have them for graduation and ultimately when we get our wings and start flying. That is the whole point. And again, today was a good day. I don't have much else to say, but today was a good day. Fit check for day 2. We just got fitted for our jump seats. So, yeah. Oh, just got undone from the buckle. Alright, you can't even see the shoes. Wait. have to give you guys a room tour. I really like the room. It's pretty big. So, front door, of course, they do give you this extra sink slash vanity area. It does come with a Keurig, a microwave, mini fridge, and this itty bitty space for two people to share some hanging clothes. So that's great. Standard size, everything. They do give you a steamer. You do not get an iron. So just if you want an iron, need an iron, bring an iron. And this is the bathroom. This is our second day, so this is why it looks pretty occupied. We did, they cleaned our rooms today, which is nice. And my side, roomie side, her side, she's actually a very clean person. She just did this. I'm telling y'all, she's clean. Nice walk-in shower. Leaving back out of the bathroom. This is actually the top I had on today and whatever. And so this is the room. So 2 queen beds. When I tell y'all they was not playing with this space, it's just so roomy. Like you can do some backflips in here. You can do some cartwheels if you know how to do one. And this is it. It's a really good size. I think it's really, really nice. I don't have any complaints about it whatsoever. It is what it is. We're in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We not staying at, the Marriott and all the other crazy expensive places. So I think it's pretty nice as far as what they have, what they can provide. And so I really don't have much else to say. Okay, I do apologize for this sound. I'm going to try to talk as loud as possible, but I don't really know what's going on with this sound. I know I'm not the only person having this issue with my main camera phone microphones. Sound audio is off, but when I record on the regular audio recorder on the app or Instagram, whatever, it's fine. So I don't know what's going on with that. It could be just one of those Apple situations where they trying to get you to upgrade. I don't know. But anyway, so I think today is 3. I don't know. And we do have another test tomorrow. I passed my first test with 98%. Whoop whoop. And tomorrow we have another test. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting one, because we are learning about the aircraft inside and out. So we are learning about everything that makes a plane and why it do what it do, okay? And so as you can imagine, that may be a little bit more difficult, but I am not about to let it stress me out. I feel super confident with the information that I do have, but I am about to go over these notes just now. One of the instructor who taught today's class, she actually came back maybe about an hour or so after class and stayed with us for an hour, so that way we can go over any questions that we have that's not a part of class. So it didn't even matter, we were just kind of bouncing around between different topics. We weren't going in any specific order. She also had us doing the practice test while we were in there, and that allowed us to ask any questions that we needed to, so that way she can clarify all of that information and help us pass this test, because that's what we're here for, to pass these tests, learn what we need to learn, how to save lives, safety and procedure, and get our wings. That's what we're here for. So basically anything worst case scenario, that's what we're here to learn. So she really made sure that she took that extra time, which we so appreciate. I'm speaking for everybody. We really appreciate that, because she did not have to do that, y'all. She spent maybe about from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with us. You do the math. She then came back at 5:30 and stayed with us. No, 5. She then came back at 5. So 7:30 Well, I'm gonna say 7 because class started at 7. So I'm only saying 7:30 because that's when she began. But 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and then 5 p.m. until 6 p.m. just so we can pass this test tomorrow. Like, I am so appreciative of her. It's crazy. So I have my handy dandies right here, the iPad they gave us, and my notebook. And I'm about to just get to it. And yeah, I will give y'all an update tomorrow on how that test went. But I know I'm gonna pass, so I'm already speaking that into existence that I'm going to come back and announce that I passed. So y'all just stay tuned. Yo, I am not mad at these meals. Again, I think I said it before. They always give us salad for lunch and dinner. You choose it if you want to. And today is some green beans, some red potatoes, and I think this is turkey, but turkey and gravy, and a little cup of whatever. I don't know. I don't get dessert every day, so yeah, I just don't. But other than that, I really cannot complain about how they've been feeding us. Okay, y'all, so I found a solution. I did not fix my microphone on my phone, but I realized if I wear my AirPod, it picks up on this microphone and not the phone. So anyway, whatever. So yeah, and I figured that out because I had my AirPod in and I was recording and whatever. Y'all don't care about that. So I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me properly. I gotta stop talking with my hands. This is weird. So, um, officially done with not officially done with week one, but I just took the last test of week one. I passed that, so I have passed all my tests. It was only 3 this week. Yesterday was the hardest one. I was like 3 points, not 3 points, 3 percentages. I don't know, away from hitting the minimum mark of passing. So that's out the way. This test today was smooth and yeah, so right now we actually had a little bit of time, so we don't have to be back until 8:30. So right now it's like 7:45 and I am just gonna wait it out. I have not looked at the itinerary to see what we're learning today, which I'm sure it's something, but everyone keeps saying it's a short day. So I'm like, let me just maybe just check out the itinerary to see what's going on today because we are off tomorrow. So don't have any classes, don't have anything going on tomorrow. That's required. There's a few things going on, but that's not required. So that's gonna be nice to be able to sleep in. I've been waking up at 4 a.m., y'all, but going to bed early, so it still works out. And yeah, so far so good. I heard the class is getting smaller. It's still too many of us to really notice because it started off with 122, and I heard today that there's only 110 left. But again, that's only 12 people gone. There's no big difference. So, as the weeks come along, we'll be, you know, possibly seeing that happen. I don't want to say that will happen because then that means I'm expecting somebody to not make it through. But that's what would happen in case of the weeks. So, like I said, I just really wanted to get through week one without failing any tests. I did not want to do that, and I did not do that by the grace of God. I don't have any failed tests. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. And yeah, so tomorrow, I guess my roommate and I, we are going to, she found like a hike trail or something, so online. So we're gonna try to like check that out. And I don't know. Yo, I just want to catch up on Love is Blind season 6. That's all I want to do is catch up on Love is Blind. That's really what I want to do. And sleep in, catch up on that, and just take that day to really not do much, to not think about this stuff, because it's literally been back to back. So you take a quiz, pass it, boom, you on to the next thing. It's back to back. So you really don't give your mind and body a chance, and your brain to just stop for a second. So tomorrow will be much needed. I will take full advantage of tomorrow, and I guess I will catch y'all up on the next time, I guess. All right, so to give y'all an overview of week one, how it has gone. Again, this is still the morning of the 6th day, so I'm gonna just say it now, just to get it over with. And so far, week one has been well. You do realize you do need to take care of yourself because it's long days. It is starting at 7 a.m. You getting out of there at 4 p.m. You have an hour lunch. They do give you breaks. I will say that they do give you a good amount of breaks. They do not make you just sit there the whole time, because it's just too much. They understand that that's a lot of information to absorb and to sit there for hours and hours. So I do appreciate that they do give us that good amount of breaks. The breaks aren't long, but they do give you a good amount. So that's that. The instructors, you're going to find your favorite. Some of them teach how you like your learning style, and some of them may not. What I'm learning is they all teach well. They all teach well, but you start to, I hate to say, you start to pay attention more to the people whose personalities that you like the most. And for some reason, that information is retained a lot easier than some that you may not necessarily care for. So do what you want with that information. But there has been times, even with some of the instructors, even if I feel like I'm doing okay and keeping up, and then if I get confused on something, and then it all starts to make sense, and then we get to keep our PowerPoints. So you get back to your room, you have everything that you already have looked over, and they tell you what's on the test, what you really need to pay attention to. And so you highlight that, make notes. You can do all that in your iPad. And again, you just kind of come back. Now you can do a study group if you want. I have not done that yet. I don't think I'm going to do that, because I've been doing fine with going to class, coming back to my room. Me and my roommate, we discuss if we have homework, we do that together. And then, we'll discuss some things, help each other out with what we each may be confused on, that the other one may be a little bit more understanding of. And then we kind of go to ourselves. So that's what's been working for me and us. And we've both passed all 3 tests. So I'm going to just keep doing what I've been doing. I have not done any study groups. And not that I don't want to be around other people studying. It's just that I don't really have the time, because dinner is at 4:30. And then by the time, depending on how long that line is, again, it's over 100 of us. And that's if everyone is getting in line at the same time. By the time you get your food, you eat, try to have some type of social life. I may call my sister or something. Try to disconnect for a moment. Then you're right into your studies. You're doing your homework if you have that. You are reading whatever they say to read for the next day. If you have a test, you're studying for that. Even if you don't have a test the next day, you're still studying what you just learned that day, because you know maybe that in 2 days it might be a test. Well, not even might. You know when your test is. So you want to just make sure that you're keeping it all at the front of your brain. You really want to make sure that you are focusing on what is what you know is going to be on the test, because again they say it. And not that you don't need to know the other stuff, because you need to know everything about these aircrafts in and out, but you still want to make sure that you are passing these tests. So you want to focus on what you need to know to pass that test, and then you kind of make sure you just remember everything else that's needed. So that's how week one has been going. No real complaints. It's 122 people in one classroom, so you're dealing with that. You're dealing with that, and not living, but being in a big crowd, and some people not knowing how to kind of like quiet down while there's an instructor talking, teaching you about how to save lives, and you are talking. It's like, that does get kind of irritating, but at the end of the day, we have to remember that we are here for us and individually, and we are here for our passengers, and that's pretty much it. I may or may not even have worked with any of these people. I may not even see them. They might be in, our base. I don't know. I could care less. But at the same time, it's kind of scary being in a class that doesn't want to pay attention so much, because you're like, do you really know what's the severity of this? If we worst case scenario on a flight, are you going to know what to do? But because you were just back here talking while she was, trying to demonstrate something that's very important. So it's really one of those things. So I said, I'm just not about to let that get to me. I'm about to make sure I tune all of them out as much as possible, and I'm getting my wings in 3.5 weeks. So we'll actually like 2.5 now. Yeah, 2.5 weeks. So I'm just keeping it at that. I am not concerned about any of those people. I'm not concerned about, somebody's particular teaching style, who I like best, who I don't. I'm here to get this information. I'm here to retain it. I'm here to make sure that I am able to play it out when needed. And that's it. That's all I'm here for. And it's gonna be over before I know it. So, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So as far as week one, no complaints. I will say that as far as the dress code, they let me say this. When it came down to the days that we can wear like jeans, I was really like, oh, I was so focused on like the top, and I thought that it was gonna be so strict. I thought it was gonna be like, nope, that shirt doesn't have a collar on it. Y'all, they not looking at each of our collars at all. Like, they're not like, where's your collar? I don't see that you're wearing jeans, but you still need a collar with that shirt. They're not like that at all. So I'm so glad, because I was really like, I need a collar for this shirt. That's why I kind of got this thing so it can fold down if I wanted to, or I can keep it up. So I was trying to find items that could function different ways for different purposes. So we're good to go on that. I'm not even concerned about that. It's cool. We don't have this many days to wear. I mean, we do, but we don't at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. Everything's going well. And I just can't wait to see what's going on next week. Well, technically in 2 days. Week two. That's what I'm going to put it as. Week two. Now, I'm not going to say next week. Week two. The official full week two. See what that has to bring. And I'm learning to just trust myself, because it's, I know that I learn things quickly. I know that I'm able to pick up on things. I know that I am able to do all of this stuff that they are asking us to do. I know that I'm able to do that. And I know that I trust God 100%. So it's like, you still kind of get nervous because, again, you don't want to fail a test. You don't want to fail, but you're also like, I don't want to fail. But then you're like, I know this information. I just went over it. All of this stuff is just a review. As I'm looking at it on my iPad and my notes, I'm like, this is just a review. This isn't me trying to teach myself this. They taught it to me. I'm reviewing it. I'm about to take this test. It's really just that simple. So you really have to trust yourself and just know that you got it. And that's it. You press submit on that test. You get a green 90% and up. That's it. That's it. So we're gonna keep this going. We are going to keep this going. I do not plan on failing any tests. So listen, I'm going to catch y'all up on week 2, and that's about it. I'm not going to be filming tomorrow. This is not one of those where I'm about to be, filming every single day or something like that. I'm not filming my off days. I'm just gonna kind of give y'all information as it comes along. So I will catch y'all next time on week 2.